you?
Good morning, everybody. This is Chris and Ty from Fast Cars Live, and today is the day the subframe comes out. That sounded pretty good. We got a bunch of neighbors that have cars. We just learned that today. But anyway, today is the day the subframe comes out, and I'm gonna let Ty explain to you what the plan is. That we may deviate from that plan, but we'll see. So, what is the plan right now, Tyler?
The plan is we're gonna leave all the suspension components on the subframe, get rid of most of the brake lines and whatnot. All the connections are gonna be loosened, anything connected to the subframe. Then we'll put the rims and tires back on it, pull the subframe mounting bolts, and drop the subframe onto its wheels. Pull the subframe out of the car and then disassemble everything off the subframe once it's completely out of the car.
All right, so that's the plan. Like I said, if we deviate from that plan in some way, as you know, a lot of things end up changing once you get into them. But here we go.
Hey guys, it's Ty and Nick.
Yeah.
We obviously got
best.
a lot done. The two best. Don't tell Chris. We got a lot done today. We actually got the rear axle out too, and now it's in the front of the car. So, got a lot more work to do since we took everything out. Here we go.
It's gonna be fun.
Round 2.
See you next time.
See ya.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Chris and Ty with Fast Cars Live again. We're getting ready to do a little repair work to the subframe of the Camaro. As is very common, a lot of people use this center section right here to jack up the car. And what happens inevitably, if you can probably see, and Ty can point it out, we got some dents in here from the jack. So what the plan is today is we're going to cut that out, bang it back straight, put some reinforcement inside, and weld it back up. And we'll be good to go, and we'll be able to actually use that as a jacking point in the future. So hang on with us, we'll get going here.
Step 1, we took a wire wheel on a drill, and we hit the whole section we're going to cut out, leaving an extra little bit there just in case we need to venture outside of that. And we marked our lines where we're going to cut. Next step is drilling these spot welds out here. Alright, step number 2. Take a grinder and cut on our lines. After that, we're going to pull the plate off. We got 1 weld here, 2 to cut. If you get a little closer, right there, we got to relieve that weld and cut these 2 lines.
What was that?
Guess we got it. So since this is bent, there was a lot of pressure on here. Once we cut this weld free, it popped up. So now we probably have to make sure. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna take the wire brush again and we're gonna clean up right where we're gonna put our supports for our jacking points. So we're gonna make sure all of our welding points are nice and clean and even here, because we'll be welding on the sides and back where our spot welds are. So now that we've created a clean room in the garage, we're gonna make a mess getting the rest of this grease off here. You don't have to get too in depth. Just where you're welding on the sides here and where your spot welds. Most important, you can run it all over and clean it up a bit. We went ahead and cleaned the whole thing just for the sake of looking pretty, even though no one's gonna see it. Originally, there was no welds on the side here, anywhere. Let's be these two sides, except for in the front, where we showed you this weld. But you want to make sure you clean your edges. Because we took out the spot welds, we're going to be welding some of the edges together just for some strength. Alright, so now we found a little spot we can mess up the ground, because we don't have a nice big huge shop with a bunch of tools, no bean bag or anything like that. We're going to flip this over. This is the bottom side. We're going to flip it over and beat all that jacking point back down straight so that we can get it on there nice and tight and true. This is going to be the hardest one because it has that rolled bead in it, so we're going to have to do something, maybe put a piece of metal here and hit the metal so we can get that line nice and true. So lucky enough, we had these little dollies, these what am I trying to say? Luckily we had these dollies for body work, and we're going to use that to get this nice and straight, or as straight as possible. Okay, so now that we've got it cleaned, beat back relatively straight, we're going to test fit it. When we put it on here, you can see it's not perfect. We're still going to have to beat it a little bit, but what we can do is get it in the right spot, and then we can put a few tacks on it and bend everything else back where it needs to go. So now we're going to get the stock ready to weld in here so we have our supports so this doesn't happen again. Alright. Now we are cutting the supports that are going to fit inside our subframe. We got it held down tight and use the plasma to cut it. And it'll fit right in there. Okay, now we're just going to clean up that plasma cut, make sure it fits in here nice and pretty. Just going to use the grinder to do that, and I don't need this mask, so can you have those glasses?
But you do need safe something.
Oh yeah.
All right. Chris and Ty, Fast Cars Live. We've been working on this for a little while. We had some stuff come up, and we're finally back out to get this finished today. So Ty, why don't you just real quick talk about what we've done so far and what's left to do to finish it up.
All right, so today we're working on the Camaro subframe. You may have seen part of the video already, or it's a different video. We don't know yet. But what we did here is we cut this section of the subframe out. We drilled out the spot welds, and we installed 2 braces here. It's common for everybody to use this bottom part of the subframe as a jacking point, and when you use it for a jacking point you get problems. We had kind of a dent here and it was kind of dented in, and what we had to do is take it to the grass and get it straightened out again, which you might have seen already. And now what we're going to do is clean up all these welds and get everything nice and smooth on the outside. There's a few things that you may not have seen, but you want to make sure that once you get these braces put in, you paint everything after you're done welding inside there and make sure it's going to stay fresh. And you want to make sure you drill the the holes on top of your braces so that you can spot weld to the braces. You want that subframe to be real solid on the braces there. So now we're going to get grinding. Alright guys, we're finished up with the subframe. We put our extra braces in it. We got it all ground up. It's nice and smooth here and extra strong. We're ready to jack up from this point. So what we're going to do is get this thing in the truck, get it down to the powder coater, and when we get it back, it's time to go. Alright guys, you see our good work? Now help us get bigger on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Just give us a follow, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't stop watching. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, and look for the next, what do we decide to call it? Fast Fix Shop fix or fast. What did we decide? I can't even remember.
We'll figure it out.
All right, something. Look for more.
Fast fixes.
Look for more videos as the restoration continues. Thanks for watching.
Have a good day.